Hello, this is Mr. Win again. Today we'll be going over solving compound and absolute value inequalities. First, make sure you know that a compound inequality is just two or more inequalities joined by the word and or the word or. It can also come from an absolute value sign, which with an inequality, since absolute value means two cases, the positive case and negative case. I recommend memorizing this little table. If y'all see absolute value is smaller than something, that's an and statement. And you're going to shade in the middle, like this middle part right here. There's three parts. Let me read it. So here's like part 1, part 2, part 3. I shaded in part 2. You also see this negative 5, or actually I'm saying x. X is bigger than negative 5 or equal to, and smaller than 5. So it could have open and closed. If you see absolute value is more than, that's an or statement. So the or and more helps you with or. You're going to shade on the outside. So if there's zones 1, 2, 3 again, I'm going to shade in zones 1 and 3. So as you can see in my answer, x is smaller than or equal to negative 5, or x is greater than or equal to 5. It's not in the middle like before. So let's go through some problems. First, it says solve this problem. 8 is smaller than 3y minus 7, which is smaller than or equal to 23. You are going to do two cases here. You're going to break it up. This right here in green is one problem. 8 less than 3y minus 7. And then this part right here in blue is another problem. You're going to break this up. 3y minus 7 less than or equal to 23. Just solve each normally. It's kind of like two cases. So here I get y by itself. Add 7 both sides. 15 less than 3y, and then divide. I have 5 smaller than y. Alright, and I can leave that there for now. I might flip it around. Make sure you know that y is bigger than 5 is the exact same thing. So depending on the order, it'll tell you which way to shade, but like I said, just know y is bigger than 5, we're shading on the right. And on this side, let's add 7. 3y less than or equal to 30. And then divide. Y is less than or equal to 10. Here's my other answer. Those both are my answers. So we have y is bigger than 5 and y is smaller than 10. Notice that y is right in the middle. I can combine these two to say, let's see, it's blue. So my first part, y is bigger than 5, and y is smaller than or equal to 10. Notice that's in the middle. This is an and statement. When I draw this, there's going to be 3 zones. I'm going to shade the middle zone. So I'm going to do this. I put 5 here, 10 here. All right. For 5, it is open. For 10, it is closed. And y is between that zone 2. This is my answer. Right, so I'm going to need both of these answers. I need the statement and, or the inequality, and the graph. Alright, let's try this next one. Solve k plus 6 is smaller than negative 4, or 3k is greater than or equal to 14. The nice thing about or statements is they tell you the or in the problem, but answers don't have an or. They're going to be separate. They're going to be on the outside zones. So, like before, solve them separately. Our first problem is just k plus 6. Less than negative 4. Just subtract this. K is less than negative 10. That's my first answer. And then over here, let's do it like this. I just divide. This is a decimal, but it's a nice, no, it's not. It's not a nice decimal. I'm just going to leave it at that. If y'all have trouble seeing what that is, that's about, so let's see, 14 over 3 is about, so that's approximately 4.67, all right? So I have k is smaller than negative 10, and, or the other choice option is k is greater than or equal to 4.67. Let me put this on a graph so you can see what I mean. I'll put the two numbers. Let's put a negative 10 here. Let's put 14 over 3 here. And it doesn't have to be to scale. We're just sketching it. On the left, k is less than negative 10. So open, smaller, so shade that way. On the right, k is greater than or equal to. And it's solid, it's greater than, it's bigger. So see how I shaded the outsides and not the middle? There's no overlap, it can't be two things at once, so that's why this is an OR statement. Our answer is k is less than negative 10, or k is greater than or equal to 14 over 3. So you see how the OR from the beginning carried over to our final answer? All right, example 3. Now this is where absolute value comes in. If you remember the chart, it said if you see absolute value, then some sign. This sign right here is greater than. Greater than means or, because remember, absolute value more than means or. I should be shading the outsides. So that's just let me check. But if you remember my trick from before, if you do the two cases, you don't have to memorize that. But it's good to know. So let's do two cases. So case 1, I shouldn't have done it, is positive. Case 2 is negative. I feel like I'm running out of room, but that's okay. So positive case, turn to absolute value, sign to parentheses, 6y minus 5, that's 13. And over here, add a negative out there. And we'll just solve this like normal. These parentheses don't do anything, so do regular algebra. Add 5 both sides. 6y greater than 18. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. Y is greater than 3. That's my first part of my answer. Over here, distribute this negative 1. Negative 6y plus 5 greater than 13. Do algebra, subtract 5. So negative 6y is greater than 8. And now we divide. Now be careful here. I am dividing by a negative 6. Remember, when you divide by a negative on both sides on an inequality, you need to flip the sign. So I have y is actually smaller than negative 4/3 when I reduce. Alright, so I have, and that's about negative 1.3. So I have, on the left, y is greater than 3. On the right, y is smaller than negative 1.3. If I graph this, let's see, 3 is about right here. Let's put negative 4 over 3 right here. Alright, for 3, it is open. Y is bigger. I shade right. For the other one, y is less than. So shade left. So you notice it's an OR statement. I shaded to the outsides. So my answer is y is, let's put an order, less than negative 4 over 3, or y is greater than 3. Again, both of these together are my answer. Alright, I'll leave you with this practice problem. Solve it. There's the answer. Remember, it's absolute value less than. You should know what that means. If you get the answer correct, you should be good for the quiz. Again, this is Mr. Wynn. Thanks for watching. See you in class.